Greetings and glory to Kairos. Welcome back to Tyranny. Now I did quickly take a look at the biography of my character, just to check a thing. And it was indeed me who set fire to the Great Library. So I did remember it right. And that is important, because that is one of the areas that we could visit for the main quest. We're probably gonna have to actually go to all of these places, but I am not sure. But still, we have history with the Burning Library, so we will probably not have a pleasant welcome there. We need to go speak to Seven Toes about which way we are going. We also have two lesser quests here. We can go to the Broken Plains Wilderness to fight Disfavored and the Bronze Brotherhood. And this one is just continue to gather the spires. So, Hail Fatebinder, the Voices of Narat ordered me to answer any of your pestering questions, so I guess that's what I'm here to do. She scoffs. Not what I'd call a lieutenant's work, but I'm not here to question the voices. And that, my friend, is why you are second in command. You're clearly going places in the World 7. You should take pride in that. Verse looks the lieutenant up and down with an approving nod. She bows. It feels like a century since we ran together in Old Azur. You had more hair, I had all 10 toes, and better balance to boot. I always saw myself as more of a gang boss, but in the end I carved out this cozy little niche for myself. By the time this war is done, we'll be unrecognizable, either lining a mass grave or leading forces from the rear. Well, okay. Nice to see they're still friends. Not gonna ask about the voices. With him within earshot. Not even sure if that matters at all. You never know with Narat. So, we can go either to the Blade Grave to secure Gravenash's daughter, or go to the Burning Library. Do you have any additional lore about the Blade Grave? The Edict of Storm stored up something good, made it all but unrecognizable from old Stalwart. That hasn't stopped fanatics like the Unbroken from rallying as if their old country still existed. Last I heard, they've had Gravenash's daughter in chains since the last year of the conquest. I don't know how Stalwart treats its prisoners, but the Disfavored are known for taking a beating. There's no telling what she's endured. And who rules the place now? No telling these days. The Disfavored are nominally in control, but the Unbroken act like they never lost the war. Of course their leaders are holed up behind the walls of Sentinel Stand. So no matter how you cut it, there isn't much to rule. Unless you want to be queen of a tornado. Which doesn't sound half bad. I can think of worse prospects. Okay. I'm curious about your thoughts on the Edict of Storms. The only good thing about the edict is that you can see it from plenty far away. A massive tornado built of Kairos' frustrations swirls around Sentinel Stand, the seat of power in Old Stalwart. They say that it'll only exhaust itself when the last of Stalwart's ruling family is dead. Can't say if that's true or not, but it makes for a good story, eh? If that's true, that means one or more of the regents was too cowardly to go down with the ship. I wonder if they even realize what their continued existence is causing. I'm pretty sure the edict is worded such that it's not gonna be as easy as the last regent abdicating, and then technically there is no one ruling the place. But we'll see. Tell me about Gravenash's daughter. If she's anything like her father, then she's as stubborn as a wall and nearly half as smart. All that aside, they say she fights like a charging beast. We heard about her even before the Disfavored marched south. She's got a temper something fierce, and her independent streak that's always been at odds with her disfavored roots. Ah, so sort of a punk girl, huh? Interesting. I am intrigued. Let's go and see the place. Trapper's Junction, unlocked, okay. Splendid! You're to make contact with Jagged Remedy, reigning gang leader in the Blade Grave. He and his gang are holed up in the place known as Trapper's Junction. Don't forget to report back to the Voices when you're done. And if you find Ash's daughter, try not to kill her. Corpses are useless to the Archon. She pauses and frowns. Mostly useless. It would be different if one of the Archons would be a necromancer. But so far we haven't really seen that kind of magic exists. I suppose if it did exist, then the Scarlet Chorus would be the perfect place for the necromancers, and considering that they don't have any, it's probably not a thing in this setting. So, can you send me stuff now? Yep. Just had to talk to Narat. Greetings, Fatebinder. I've been given permission to sell you our wares. That's all well and good. Who was this? Crimson Great Spear. Exquisite quality. And has the price to match it. Okay, let's see. This is good enough. Now let's go. So now we need to go to Trapper's Junction. And do what we can, alright? Verse got a level up. And currently the way you are built, you're actually pretty good as an evasion tank. But still, just a little bit of extra health never hurt anyone. So that's that. And you got 1 point. What should we put it into? When Verse is in the party, all members gain bonus XP for dual wield bows and athletics. Well, that sounds nice. Only problem is that Verse is the only character who's using dual wield or bows. Immunity to burning and bleeding. Oh yeah. That is actually very useful. Find a way to the Ocean Spire in the Blade Grave. Okay, so there is our next spire. There's a spire located in the Blade Grave region, this much is known. However, due to Kairos' edict, navigating there might be near impossible without knowing the way. You should travel to the Blade Grave and determine a safe path to the spire. Alright, that kinda sounds like there is going to be someone who knows the way, maybe. And this will take 3.5 days. Okay. And we got ambushed. Your journey is interrupted by the feral howls of a hunting pack of beastmen. Their leader is an impressive specimen, her mane black as night and her body scarred from battle. Okay. This kinda looks scripted. Is this scripted? Kills in shadow. Oh, she has her own loyalty. Oh, sweet. Can we maybe convince her to come with us? I would really like that. Before you towers a massive creature of fur and flesh, her short black snouts snuffling in the air.
Know this scent. Stench of blood, sweat, battle, iron and death. Smells like alpha. Smells of strength. But is male.
The beast woman cocks her head to one side, eyes bright with curiosity and red as fresh blood. Those eyes rove your body up and down, darkening with a sudden heat, with the look that a predator bestows its prey.
Have been stalking human centrail. Have ranged many more than 5 nights through tribe and human territories of Tyr's land, hunting for human called Fatebinder, for human who woke Horizon Rock called Mountain Spire.
Yep, that is me.
Have hunted hot high, cold low, wet dry. Traipsed far until paws bled, but always human who smelled of alpha evaded beast woman. Had to slink through shadows, fast, fast, quick, without rest to catch delicious prey at last.
She tongues her blade-sharp, discolored fangs and exhales a pleased growl. Okay. Your markings must be from the Shadowhunter tribe.
Fatebinder knows tribes of beast women. Curious human. Male who smells of alpha and knows of Shadowhunter tribe. Best tribe. Lost tribe of kills in shadow.
Her eyes pin you with lust, the look of a wolf that's found a hare. Okay, I'm getting a bit of a mixed messages here. Unless that is just the way beast folk are. We'll see. So, since they are beastmen, I don't think it works trying to be nice to them. Introduce yourself properly before I lose my patience.
Can Fatebinder not see? Am beast woman, am best hunter. Kills in shadow. Daughter of mystic brood mother, relict, alpha to pack of stone whelps.
She half sits back on her haunches, narrowed eyes both curious and cross. Okay, so, what do you want?
Humans.
She hacks. The beast woman's nostrils flare wide, and her eyes brighten with amusement.
No human called Fatebinder. Kairos breeds words on paper. Fatebinder binds words to earth and sky, makes ground tremble, makes night cry, blood and fire.
Yep.
Tribes of Kairos fear Fatebinder. Human Alpha claimed Horizon Rock called Spire, and Archons did not kill Fatebinder. Archons rolled over and whined, covetous.
Indeed. Still not sure what's up with that. Okay, so maybe you've heard of me. So what?
Kairos hunts human realms to extinction. Rules tribe of blood and ruin, starvation and death. Seeks to slaughter beast women like prey. But beast women are not prey. Are not flighty, feeble-minded humans.
Kills in Shadow spits a gob of tawny mucus on the ground. Okay.
Beast women are savage hunters. Bred to fight Kirut, like Fatebinder who smells of alpha.
Okay, so you're saying those 3 words together, like they are the same thing. What do you know? Sex and violence is the same thing after all.
Strong always kill weak, then grow weak. Nor killed is migration of life. But kills in shadow is not weak now. Will not be weak for many long seasons. Will join Fatebinder and survive Kairos' tribe.
Ah, so it is for survival. Understandable. Well, if you want to join me, it will have to be as my beta.
Kills in shadow is not beta. But even alphas submit to stronger-willed primas. Many packs make a tribe. Is this not a thought humans also understand? Beast woman will follow Fatebinder. Will not dominate.
And primas are the leader of a beast tribe. A supremacy almost always held by a female, this rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights for dominance rather than birthright. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but only one can rise above the others as prima. Well, okay. So basically she wants to tag along, but not be a subordinate.
Unless Fatebinder begins to smell weak.
She tongues one of her upper fangs, lips split in a feral grin. Ah. So you're gonna come with me, but be opportunistic about it. Well... Okay, but keep your nose to yourself. The beast woman huffs and turns to address her pack.
Kills in Shadow will not shelter stone whelps anymore. Scamper, run, flee! Do not want to see shadows lurking, stalking behind. Barb cleft his leader now.
The pack hesitates, causing Kills in Shadow to emit a loud, low menacing growl.
Will not like if Kills in Shadow catches sight or scent of stone mongrels again.
Okay. So currently, Verse and Syrian are a little bit ahead of the pack. Hey, pack. Kinda wanna keep Ebb. She's pretty nice as support, and I do need Verse. Do I need Syrian for anything that's gonna happen?
I will meet you at the spire.
If that happens, we can always go back to the spire and rearrange. For now, let's go, people. So, now that Kills in Shadow is with us, I have a feeling we're gonna have to be viciously effective for her not to go against us. What's this? Azurlith crystals are found throughout the Stone Sea and are highly revered by the Stone Stalkers. I see. Special crystals. Frequent attempts to harvest the Azurlith crystals have made the Stone Stalkers more hostile to any humans who enter the Stone Sea. Alright. Couple stuff here. Okay, we finally have a beast companion who is pretty high on health. But I have a feeling you're not gonna like wearing armor. Yep. Well, that changes things ever so slightly. And you actually have abysmal accuracy. That gives. And you come with a War Mace. Pushes and interrupts on crit. Okay. How about I put you up as the main tank? At least for now. You have good cooldowns, decent strength, abysmal magic defense, but you're not gonna be casting anything, I think. You have +3 to all armor. Interesting. Okay, this is two-handed. So we can safely remove everything except unarmed and two-handed. Do you even have spell slots? You have exactly one. Is that good for anything? Yeah, it's gonna take a little while, but maybe a single type of magic to complement your fighting style. Oh, maybe I can just double up on Spectral Blur, like I do with Verse. That is actually pretty nice for extra deflection. I have a feeling you're gonna need it. And since you're not about to do any offensive magic. I don't think you're gonna need wits. Maybe a little bit of resolve for extra defenses. Put all into vitality. Good enough. Very good. Will defense actually have a somewhat decent spare defense, magic defense, all things considered. Yeah, you have lower dodge and parry than Ebb. You're not actually all that good of a warrior, huh? Just a little underwhelming. Well, you are keys in shadow. Narrative would dictate that I keep subterfuge for you. Maybe try for a couple sneak attacks. Dodge, parry, athletics. Okay, I think we're keeping skills this way. What about your skill trees? Ooh, Ravager and Titan. Since you're gonna be the tank, I think I'm gonna go all out on Titan. But what do we have here? Leaping Death. From stealth, bounce on a nearby enemy, damaging all enemies in the area, as well as knocking them prone. Oh, I do like the sound of that. Sort of an opener move. And it does in fact use subterfuge. Okay. I can see a strategy forming already. Primal Scream. Roar at targets in a cone, frightening them. If this ability is used from stealth, foes will be terrified instead. That sounds nice. The only problem is that when they scatter, they tend to cause more trouble when it wears off than if they were bunched together from the start. Dual Claw. While low on health, Keys in Shadow attacks twice with her normal weapon attacks. While health below 70%. What are you talking about? That is not low. I was thinking like below 35% or something. Wow. And since you're gonna be up in everyone's face, that's almost guaranteed. So we have to grab this. Natural weaponry. Extra unarmed damage. I'll see how I like unarmed first. And then think about it. Breaking Iron. Strike forcefully with the weapon, dealing damage when sundering the target's armor for an extended duration. Oh, I do have Sunder. Maybe this one stacks with that. I would like that. No. It does just give Sunder. I don't think those sources would stack. And this actually needs weapons. Cannot do it unarmed. Okay, so that is why you come with a weapon. I see. Swift Savage Strike. Attack all enemies in a cone with a weapon, pushing them back a fair distance. Foes are left hobbled. For 8 seconds. Taste of Blood. Attacks from stealth cause targets to bleed and grant Keys in Shadow a heal over time that lasts until combat ends. Wait, what? 1% health every 6 seconds. On every hit. Well, goddamn, that's actually pretty powerful, and it stays for the entire fight. Very interesting. And it combines very nicely with Leaping Death. You just knock them prone and immediately bleed them. Okay, taking this. Untamed Might. Increases one-handed melee weapon damage. Keys in Shadow uses two-handed weapons as one-handed. Very interesting. So, extra damage. Or Swift Savage Strike. And it actually scares off unarmed combat. So you do have to switch it up every once in a while. Huh. Yeah, sure. Adaptation Earth. Permanent health bonus and reduction to all incoming crush damage. Reduced by half. That's extreme. Adaptation Frost. Adaptation Shock. Well, goddamn, you look like the ultimate tank. Really not fit for an assassin, but fit for a beast woman. Blood Rage. As Keys in Shadow's health reduces, her damage and attack speed are increased. Interesting. It's kind of a self-sustaining loop with Taste of Blood, I think. The only question I have for now, does Taste of Blood stack? Or is that a single instance? Like, it only says attacks from stealth, cause bleed, and grant heal over time. That kinda sounds like it stacks for every attack you make, especially since Leaping Death. Wait, it's not an area attack. No, it is not. But still. Might work, might not, I don't know. Trample. Move rapidly towards an enemy, trampling foes in your path, dealing crush damage and knocking them prone. Ooh, I do like everything that is disable. Uses athletics. Pretty nice crowd control, especially when you get surrounded. With this you can easily get to the back line. Scars of Battle. Plus 15% damage if you have wounds. And having wounds requires you to fall at least once in battle. Very interesting. Also kinda drives you to play a little more reckless. Not quite sure about that. Overpower. Grants bonus damage on prone targets. Wow, 40% bonus. Yes, please. Okay, you are looking pretty powerful. Maybe you are gonna be the tank that we also dearly need. Oh, wait a moment. Just gonna take a little look around if there was anything that we missed. Because you never know with these maps. Okay. Looks like everything is set. Oh, and you don't have the rest bonus. Because you haven't rested with us. Oh, and we got a new missive. Let's see. From Fatebinder Rogalus, on the subject of the Spires. Oh, this is an ongoing conversation. Right, I was dismissive the last time. You insufferable upstart, how dare you take my sermons on cynicism to heart? Hehe. I expect you stupid youngsters to ignore me, not to actually listen to my wisdom. You're threatening the whole social order of things. Perhaps it's best you say little to me on these matters. Better you speak with the Honorable Fatebinder Myotis. Though I suppose Binder Emeritus is a more apt title, as she is free of official duties and idles her days in an estate up north, far from the war. Far from watchful eyes. I am one of the few to whom she will speak, with my blessing, and if you curtail your attitude, she might share what she knows with you. On the reverse of this parchment, you'll find instructions to contact Duke Myotis. I encourage you to open up about the edict and your experience with the Spire. There is much you'll need to learn. Fatebinder Rogalus. Huh, interesting. And it's archived. So what does that mean? It sounds like it means we can start a new missive. Here we go. New missive. Quill in hand, you loom over a blank sheet of parchment. You have Binder Myotis's contact information in hand and contemplate your opening words. Well, I'm not gonna pay for anything. Unless my boss tells me to. Let's be polite. We do have something to gain here after all. Dear Fatebinder Myotis, I write to you at the urging of my peer and tutor, Fatebinder Rogalus. He has found himself bereft of answers, a rare condition for him, and suggested you may be the only source of the answers I seek. If you will pardon the imposition, it would mean a great deal to learn what you know of Kairos' edicts and the magic of the spires. The mountain spire of the Tears has awoken to my presence, an event that occurred moments after I resolved an edict of Kairos. So it's critical that I learn just what has happened to me and what it all means. I thank you in advance for your consideration and wisdom. Okay, what does the brash introduction sound like? My name is some guy, and I recently resolved Kairos' edict of execution and claimed the mountain spire of the Tears. I am now the master of Vendrian's Well, and a question mark to many, as it seems awake and the spire has shocked everyone. Rogalus said you were wise and knowledgeable in matters best not discussed in front of the Archons. I seem to have stumbled into ownership of the spire, and feel I should learn all that I can about this monument that is now my own. Yeah, fuck this, not gonna take this kind of attitude. Especially not with another Fatebinder who talks to Tudon. Polite greeting it is. Okay, so we are here in Trapper's Junction. Let's look around. Ebb gained parry, control lightning, control grave light. And this place has the Edict of Storms. The winds of Kairos' edict fill the air with thick clouds of rust from the decaying weapons and armor that litter the ground. No natural wind, it hampers your every movement. Minus 20% range damage, minus 10 accuracy. And the only good thing about that is that I think that applies equally to everyone. Okay, bronze armiger. Armature. How do you say that? One of the Unbroken. Okay. And you're supposed to be the boss here. What's going on? New save to be sure. Doesn't really look like an ambush. More like the aftermath of something. Oh. We already got decorations in place. You spot a soldier lying in a slump. Through the mud and blood caked on his tattered garb, you can make out the colors and insignia of the Unbroken. He looks pretty broken to me. Just saying. He fights through pain with each of his ragged breaths. As you approach, he shifts his head slightly towards you, but does not appear to have the strength to look up. So this is it then. Just kill me quickly, I'm in no state to continue on like this. His forced smile sends a trickle of blood out the side of his mouth. Okay, I think we will do that. But first, tell me what happened here. He raises his head and takes a look at you while wincing. The Scarlet Chorus, they've been driving us across this wasteland, pressing their attack at every turn. Looks like they finally got us cornered in this pass. I was part of the first line of defense. When my comrades got wiped out, the Chorus went on through. I thought myself lucky they didn't check for survivors. After a few hours, I started to change my mind. His wry smile quickly turns into a wince of pain. Yeah, guy's not having a nice day today. So, let's put him out of his misery. Let me hasten your journey to the void. You deliver a swift blow to his head. The last of his energy leaves him as he crumples to the ground. And that's the end of that. And now we're gonna find Jagged Remedy. Okay. Okay, there they are, I think. So, in that case, what is over here? Oh, I see a
If
trap.
it means adding to their army, the Scarlet Chorus can wear anyone down. The Unbroken have held out longer than most.
Thank you for the insight.
We'll seep into shadow.
Okay, 40 subterfuge. Who do I want to gain XP with? You have 40, plus 5 from the Spire Rest. Verse has the most. Okay, as long as I have keys in Shadow, don't actually need app to get subterfuge. I think. Okay then. So maybe I will take this one. Okay, so what is this? You got some prisoners, it looks like. Oh, there you are. Okay, so this is the place. So what is this other camp? Let's just look at everything before we go down there. These rock spires seem to have risen so suddenly and violently that weapons and armor alike were pierced straight through. Okay, that's definitely the work of stone mages. Huh, just some people casually milling about. One aquamarine. Anything else around here? Nope. Nothing hidden from the looks of it. Oh, got another trap. I see it. And here's even more. So, what even is going on in here? Everyone's just standing around, looking stupid. Oh, maybe they just have them surrounded. That also works. I always found it funny in RPGs that you can have quite a variety of different characters, and yet they always walk at the same speed. That's just something funny to me. Guarding the entrance to a makeshift encampment, an unbroken warrior stands sentry with thick lines of exhaustion under her eyes. Streaks of sand and rust cover her worn armor and weathered skin. Who treads on unbroken lands? The guard's voice trembles with fatigue. Everyone who comes to Trapper's Junction these days is involved in the war somehow. State your intentions. I'm not above killing you just to be safe. Are you sure about that? The soldier glares at you with intensity and purpose. Okay, I'm looking for the Scarlet Chorus in this area. You're just gonna tell me? The soldier's hand cautiously moves towards her blade. Are you now? I spotted the mad gang boss southeast of our position. She pats her sword hilt and glares with ferocity. If you're in league with the Howling Mob and their depraved master, then I have nothing to say to the likes of you. She spits on the ground by her feet. Well, okay. You sound pretty casual for having most of your people just killed by the very same ones that are standing just outside. Maybe it's a local thing. Okay, keep gaining XP. Wait, do I even gain XP? I really forgot how leveling works. Maybe you don't specifically gain XP from opening chests. There is something else. Armor and supplies clearly belonging to the Unbroken are strewn about. It's hard to tell if the red accents are from blood or chorus war paint. Aren't they like the same thing? I wouldn't put it past them to literally paint with blood. Okay. Hold it right there, no entry by this gate. Head north. Yeah, they are suspiciously chill about enemy just camping right outside. Hey Pyre, are you a merchant here? You see a woman turned away from you, her head leaning into various barrels, tossing out bits of rotted food and the occasional pest. You can see that her back is adorned with scars from burns that stretch the length of her entire left side. She notices you approach and turns her head, revealing the left side of her face to be equally as scarred. Ah. What is this? Don't have enough favor with the chorus. Fatebinder. Spittles of saliva drip from her misshapen mouth involuntarily as her face contorts into a strange version of a scowl. Are you going to buy something or continue to stare? No staring, ma'am. Just browsing. Bloodhound leathers. Exquisite. I could just blow all my money on this, but the bonus is pretty minuscule for its price. Okay then. I have a feeling every single merchant has limited inventory. So eventually you just want to go back and buy all the important stuff. But not right now. The heavily armed Crimson Spear is presently occupied using a sharpened piece of bronze on a self-inflicted wound in his forearm. He glances up at you and grimaces. From pain or from recognition, it's difficult to tell. Maybe even both. The Fatebinder of Tunon is recognized in my camp. Hail! They call me Jagged Remedy. You are a fair way from Tunon's court. Did you get lost, or are you here for a reason? Speak up. My gang is occupied enough without entertaining guests. Well, ain't you so rude for being in a Fatebinder's presence? Yeah, you first. He takes the blow and reels back with wide-eyed incomprehension. It takes him the length of a shocked silence to bring himself back to awareness and regard you with contempt. Why, a tough luck, buddy. I'm here on direct orders from the voices. Now that is how you get a man's attention. He grins, revealing blood on his front teeth, which he licks clean. The voice's new toy is as thick-headed as I hoped. Alright, what do you want to know? Hey, Verse, you know this guy, by any chance? She huffs. Afraid so. I ran with him for a bit, back when his cruelty and depravity got somewhere when it came to whipping new recruits in line. Now he's just a glorified butcher who goes through conscripts, like a scythe through wheat. I left around the time he started looking at me in a way I didn't like. Don't get me wrong, I like releasing my aggression in the bedroll, but with Remedy here, I thought it might be a bad idea. Yeah, he's probably into knives and such shit. I assure you, Verse, I was interested in satisfying a very different delight. I wanted to see how much of your skin I could remove in a single piece and replace with panels of unfeeling wood. It would not have been anything personal. Oh, so you're just a freak, huh? Oh, in that case all is forgiven, Verse rolls her eyes. Crazier than old was rubbing, this one. Well, okay. So, who are you again? The boss of these mongrels, the Putrid Rash Gang. Did you name them yourself? Ugh. He nods to his recruits with pride. They're my mates, my bloodletters, and a useful source of living tissue when my experiments run dry. I've been at war since it began. At least we have that much in common, Harbinger. A smile of eerie familiarity flickers to his face. Okay. And what experiments are you running out here? He nods. Alchemists and chirurgeons may have fancy titles and other rare herbs you can shake a spear at, but they all share one thing. They don't spend time in the front lines. They haven't seen wounds evolve from fresh to grotesque, and they know nothing of cobbling together healing solutions from what's practically available and far from home. Actually, kind of a twisted field medic. That's almost respectable. Weird. We're not disfavored. We don't have the luxury of wounds that close by the love of our Archon. He gestures to his own seeping cut. Someone has to find a better way, so I study my prisoners from the tips of their hairs to the black of their humors, and I learn. And when we're light on prisoners, I use my gang, or myself for that matter. At least his principles are consistent. You gotta give him that. Could you maybe teach something? Not that I expect much. He chuckles, as if I would impart the lessons I've taken from Agony and dispense them out to every churlish student that happened by. It's a simple no. If you wanted to pledge your dying allegiance to me and join my gang, well, that would be another matter. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Even if I lie, you probably wouldn't believe me. So, why were you sizing me up? He's a degenerate and a pervert, but that shouldn't stop you from heeding his counsel. He's a good boss, she nods to Jagged Remedy. Thank you, Verse, for your frank and elucidating perspective of my qualities. He glares at her before refocusing back onto you. No offense intended, I make human anatomy my business. When I spot a specimen of interest, I take heart. He chuckles to himself and nods. If we were enemies, I would drain your organs one by one, just to see what the imbalance of humors might do to you. I would open holes in your skull and puppeteer your exposed tendons. He sighs. Alas. You are very creative. So does everyone. In the chorus calls me the voice's new toy. You can't be as dim as this, can you? He shakes his head. Your career is on the rise, and the voices of Nerat has taken an interest. He has eyes for watching and ears for listening. Both in abundance, I assure you. The way he spins it, One might think you're in line for a spot at his second, but the Voices doesn't work that way. One of two things will happen. Jagged Remedy counts on dirty fingers. You will disappear. Where you end up, I'm not sure even the Voices knows. Or one morning, we'll simply find you impaled on a pike, and that will be that. The Voices doesn't tolerate ambition for an instant longer than it serves his goals, and he's too old to retain anything that fails to amuse him. If the risk of dealing with an artist like the Voices is too high, maybe you should have thought about that before getting his attention. But that's none of my business. Well, okay then. So what were you doing? Cutting your own arm? Learning, as I always do. He winces and pulls a fleck of gore from the wound. I'm hoping to make a breakthrough on pain tolerance, and in this case the best lessons are self-taught. I would focus more on my gang and toughen them up, but he frowns at some of his fighters and shrugs. Testing their limits is chancy. The sort of activity that begs for an uprising, and I don't have the time or the manpower to call these weasels into order while we're hunting Unbroken. Okay, you do that. You've satisfied your curiosity then. Good, we can move on already, with you telling me why you're taking up valuable breathing room. The Voices wants to invite some influential people to the chorus. I'm here to help. Though how the Archon chooses to define influential is anyone's guess, and I'm sure the day will come when you're suddenly influential enough to be Nerat's next craving. Well, if that ever comes to pass, you're gonna help me kill him? Just saying. Strange to see a servant of Tunon picking sides, but I suppose these are strange times and you have your reasons. Our goals complement each other nicely. We've cornered a group of soldiers in the pass. I understand that one of them is the Unbroken leader, Matthias. The Voices of Nerat has been adamant about inviting people of influence into our ranks. He wishes to learn as much as he can before he breaks them. Jagged Remedy seems delighted by the very concept. In keeping with the Voices' directive, I want to conscript Matthias and his unit, and add their strength to my gang. The whole thing has proven troublesome, but we're about to introduce these once proud locals to their breaking point. Okay. And how is the recruitment going so far? The same way you hunt any large, ungainly beast, wounding it until it lays exhausted and bleeding in the mud. Nighttime raids, daytime ambushes, and cutting off their food supply have softened the meat for the butcher's block. Once these Southerners learn to give up their pride, they will be ours. Okay. Do you have a hard time conscripting soldiers? If they are as pride and stubborn as they look, you might be. His eyes fill with delight. Soldiers put up a big show of resisting us, but that only makes their conquest all the sweeter. Pressing drunken sailors into service lacks the satisfaction of a job well done. Soldiers need less breaking in. They won't cry themselves to sleep like a farmhand or midwife recruited to the front lines. They'll simply take up their weapons to fight for a better cause. Ours. Okay. So what is the problem here? These rebels won't give up without a fight, but they're useless to me as corpses. Unless stalwart meat keeps better than pork. Nothing in his tone implies that he's joking. I want you to convince them to join my crew. Use that charm and skill that won you the Sunset Spire. How could these backwoods ingrates do aught but respect the person who owns the highest building in Lethean's Crossing? He smirks to himself. The Unbroken should be pushovers by now. We've bled them nearly dry, and they will prove malleable. But talking, negotiation, he shivers a little. Not my strong suits. Well, you seem to be strangely eloquent. For someone who doesn't like talking. Speak with them. Convince them to put down their rusted poles and join our ranks. Huh. What is this? We can betray the Alliance. This choice betrays your allies, turning them against you. You will abandon your current faction-based quests and instead forge an independent path, through the tears. Huh. I'm guessing that is something of a hard mood. Because everyone's gonna be against you. Interesting. What's so special about the Unbroken? They're a more stubborn, hardier folk than you'll find anywhere else in the tiers. Outside of the Beastmen, of course. And it helps that they put up a decent fight against the disfavored. I'd invite that strength into my gang any day. It's true, Unbroken are toughest of humans called Tearsmen. Are only humans who can fight and survive ironclads. She scratches the taut plane of her belly and yawns. New conscripts are disposable. They're not likely to survive their first battle, so there's little point in arming them with anything better than a sharpened stick. Soldiers, though, they come with their gear and training in tow. They are the real prize. Okay. And what were the Unbroken doing before you cornered them? They spent the last year trying to reach Sentinel Stand Keep, the heart of Old Stalwart, and a bastion of strength. Of course, the Edict of Storms cut off the old fort from the rest of the realm. Yep. The terms of the edict specified that the storms would gust without mercy until the last member of the Regent bloodline, the rulers of the Stalwart, met his or her death. Okay, so Kairos did think of that. The bloodline has to die out. Okay. Well, does it take bastards into account? Not sure about that. The unit here in Trapper's Junction looks to have some big players in the Unbroken hierarchy, if such a thing even exists. We've intercepted some birds they've dispatched in haste, and they seem to be directing other Unbroken officers in the region. If we snag the leader, Matthias, that could open the path to more recruits. Okay. What do you know about the Edict of Storms? Only as much as I need to. The problems of this region are Graven Ash's to handle. We're just here to make things worse for him. He smiles. Stradus Harrodin, the regent of Old Stalwart, hid behind the walls of Sentinel Stand during the war. Of all the ruling bloodline to fight for the country's freedom, he was the last. To punish him for his cowardice, Kairos drafted this edict and cursed the regent bloodline. As long as Harrodin lives, the storms will continue unabated. Well, a simple assassination might just do the trick. Of course, we're not here to end the edict. That would be helping Graven Ash and his troops. The Voices just wants to bring more Southerners into the chorus. Understandable. And what do the Scarlet Chorus want out of the Bladegrave? He laughs. You mean, beyond taking pleasure in watching the disfavored scramble for purchase in this sad little war of theirs? He points over to a group of captives. Conscription. The desperate and defeated make for the finest warriors capable of the ultimate sacrifice. What else do they have to lose? Well, not much when you put it like that. Okay. I thought Ash forbade the Scarlet Chorus from entering the Bladegrave. Do you see Graven Ash here, swinging his hammer with wild abandon? Jagged Remedy makes a show of glancing about the area. Neither do I. We're in the middle of a civil war. Until the dust settles, Graven Ash doesn't own this region any more than I own Tunon's Gavel. Well, okay. We'll think about it. He cranes his neck to observe the rust storms swirling overhead. The weather turns against us. We won't wait forever, so either help us or stand aside. I have no patience for delay. Okay. So does that mean that we are committed? We'll get up to the camp. Okay, now we're gonna talk to Matthias. They'll probably let us in if we ask nicely. But we're gonna do it the next time. This is a nice place to stop. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And I will see you in the next one. Have a pleasant day. and glory to Kairos.